It's trial time. Oh no, I already... I forgot how I did their voices. Again, okay. Yay, trial time. Ooh. You might want to, remind Minnie to get here. Just so that way, he doesn't miss anything. I don't feel like saying his real name on stream because, I don't know. You're late, Makoto. I forget how I did his voice. We've all been waiting for you! I bet you were afraid you discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can reveal all the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it. But I didn't do it. Well, duh. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Well, elevator time. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
I forget how I did all the voices. I remember what most of them sounded like when I did the voice, but I don't remember how I did it.
Hey.
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Finally, I get a break from voicing everyone. Oh wait, no, I think I still have to do it before the class trial starts. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time has finally come.
Oh.
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Hey, trial time. You finally arrived. I forget how I did Monokuma's voice. Oh no. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Dude, shit.
Not even close. It's total crap.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. Hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Seats were arranged in a giant circle. Yeah. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as you sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yeah, save. Oh, of course there's a car alarm going off right as I start my stream. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during bullet time battle. Ooh, that's good. Do I have any more skills? No, I don't. Okay. So that's equipped, right? I'm just making sure. Okay.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure out who done it...
Oh, I skipped part of it. So your votes will determine the results. There we go. Ah, it skipped when I opened that. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died.
Oh no, it's this line.
Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
Okay. It's gameplay time. Woohoo. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Yeah. Okay, I don't know the controls for non-stop debate, so this is important. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know this. Left stick to aim, fire with Y. Okay. Yeah, only took 2 streams to get to the actual gameplay. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So
Oh, I
it
didn't
seems
mean to
most
speed it up.
likely that the killer must have taken...
Wrong button.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Yeah, class trial. I don't know how to focus
Just a
yet.
second, Chihiro. try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Nah, Sayaka just decided to scratch up all the walls to prank Makoto, and then she got killed, obviously.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
I need to
you're
drink
saying
some water.
Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Oh yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna talk during the class trial. Since I already know everything. I can't, like, say what I think happened, since I know what happened. Oh well. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I don't know, probably the big knife in her chest?
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had.
No, it's wrong! No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
The class trial HUD is so good.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah, Mondo, that is clearly a kitchen knife. Are you blind?
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Yeah, sure, totally. Makoto didn't even have the key to the room. How could he get in?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments.
They had traded
Otherwise,
keys.
what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know darn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates, sure. You can oh, okay. RB for concentrate. Okay, that's all I need to know. Basically, I can slow down time to make it easier to hit things.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yeah, Makoto
But
just,
where does
did
that
I
get
kill her?
us?
I might have sleepwalked.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret. Nobody was in...
No, it's wrong!
Makoto's just like,
Okay, wait.
whoa.
Hold on.
I mean, I do
didn't take the knife from the
sleepwalk,
kitchen.
but I've never sleep murdered. How do we know I didn't?
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
Yeah, here's the accomplice rule.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Oops.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife.
Well, I don't know what would happen. Because... Okay. I'll go ahead and say this. Monokuma only allows one blackened at a time.
So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
So, this is clarified later. Not in this game, but in another game. If two different people were to kill, the first murder would graduate, and the first murder would be a blackened and the second isn't. I don't know what would happen if two people killed at once, but I'll go ahead and say that does not happen in this game.
Hina seemed the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Leon, that's kind of rude.
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations? We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
Here it comes.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka.
Yeah,
She's the one who
Junko
came
just
to the
came in,
dining
she
hall.
grabbed a knife.
And then later, she wound up dead.
Oh, I need to clean my glasses real quick. Okay. Sayaka. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Monokuma.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Yep.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Oh yeah, the class trial music is so good.
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
Aw, Makoto, you were so close to saying the line. Come on, just say no, that's wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, Hangman's Gambit. I need to see the controls for it. Yeah, okay. So, this is like a running thing in this game. Characters will know something, and then they'll just be like, yeah. Makoto, come on, tell him. Come on. I mean, I know it, but Makoto, come on, you say it. Okay, it's still Y. If we... Oh, wait, something that should have been at the scene of the crime but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Yay, Hangman's Gambit, woohoo. Now I understand. Makoto's voice lines are so good.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves that is... Where's the doorknob? Yeah.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Wait, okay. Why is there the slot in the doorknob? Like where you would unlock it if there's no lock on the male bathrooms.
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Sure. Just... oh wait, I know this.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
No, it's wrong!
He said the line! He said, no, that's wrong! He said it!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
No, well, sometimes he says something else, I think. But still, he said the line.
That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
Okay, no, that's wrong is like my favorite voice line from Makoto in this game.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
One important detail? Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know was... the crime took place in my room, yeah.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? Inconceivable!
He said the thing!
And yet,
From,
he's
from the
absolutely
movie.
right.
He said it.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
That's impossible.
Negative! If you remember,
Yeah.
Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the
That's
easy
also
way.
impossible, Hifumi.
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason there's no way Sayaka invited the killer into the room. I already have the answer. Yeah, it's, I think it's switching rooms?
I got it!
Yeah, okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. So, wait. Oh, check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
This is why I checked the notepad, but I forgot that Kyoko is the one who presents it.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
It's all coming together.
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then, that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
I think Celeste is being kinda stupid.
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then, pay attention.
Oh wait, no, I know what she's gonna say. Never mind, it does make sense.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong.
You said the line again! I'm not gonna say that every time, but
The
it's
nameplates
such a
on
good
my and
voice line.
Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Yeah, we've already read this.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was...
I have a feeling you've already figured out what's gone down.
Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out!
At least for the
we
most
know
part.
who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because... yeah.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Yeah. She broke into
It
Monokuma's
sure is.
safe.
Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Okay. I'm fairly sure he's not Matt Mercer. Because of other voice lines. But is it just me, or did he sound like Matt Mercer whenever he said that line? What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates, sure, if it's control-based. Okay, multiple truth bullets, yeah, I know this. From here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Yeah. LB to rotate the cylinder. Okay. Press and release LB to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down to select a specific bullet. My logic difficulty is set to mean. I'm gonna have so many truth bullets. Oh, it's only 3. That's not bad.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, wrong thing. Okay.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden in her leg. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No, it's not, hero. I think I see what I
When the
have to do.
fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong.
Okay. You didn't miss much. Just us saying, yeah, we didn't
Actually,
commit the
no.
murder.
I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The part of her body that shows that she never used the sword.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hand. Because she's afraid of water!
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Coco, calm down, jeez.
I'm not sure whether to take that as
Yeah,
an
Fumi,
insult
that's
or
even
compliment.
worse.
Insult, obviously.
That sprite is still scary.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yeah, that's basically Toko's whole character. She insults people, and then later on there's slightly more to her character.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to have been the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if
Yup,
she'd been planning to commit a murder.
it's all
of her
coming
own.
together. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Freezing.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out.
Because the
while
person who
keeping
got
the
attacked
room
is the
strong
killer.
secret.
If they say anything, they're gonna be the one punished.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Nah, it didn't backfire. She was totally trying to die the whole time, Celeste. What's wrong with you? Pfft.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Again, he sounded a bit like Matt Mercer there. Not a lot, but just a little.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her. But what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Makoto, you idiot. I think I know what it is.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
I'm gonna listen to all
Very
of
well.
this.
Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Wait, no, hold on. That's right. There is still a clue left that can lead us to who killed her. Sayaka left it behind. Okay, that gives away.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong!
You said the line again, yeah! Okay, I'm gonna stop.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it. Yeah, her index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
That's a really good joke.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Are
you guys all dumb?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
She said Lee. She's a gamer.
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like
Here it
one
comes.
letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
My little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Yeah, I know, right?
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Dang it, it's no use. I just don't know. Makoto, are you stupid?
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Thanks, Kyoko. Maybe Makoto's just never used the calculator. Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. I think it gives more truth bullets and less time.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Yeah, sure, Leon.
No, it's not random at all.
That's what they all say.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. I know what it was.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
She said the thing! She said the line!
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. No! I screwed that up. Oh no! I I could have had a perfect class trial. Oh well. How it was disposed of.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
He said the thing! He said the thing! No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. I forgot how much he says, no, that's wrong. Even outside of, like, the cut-in. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Yeah.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the
Incinerator in order to...
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was divine with it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
No, wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer, because they're the ultimate fanfic creator.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
He said the line! He said the thing!
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Okay, I know this. Okay, I don't know. What? What? Huh. Oh wait, no. Wait, no. Okay, that fits there. I might have some of these wrong. Oh, wait. Okay. That. And then this? Yeah. That makes sense. And then this, and then this.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Oh, I got it wrong. Okay. That's kind of annoying. This. And then this.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
What? That's annoying. There's nothing else that could be, right? Yeah, there's no way.
The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Okay.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, She wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
He said the thing again. He said the line.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
Yep, the classic "where's the evidence?" Danganronpa line.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
For first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, I need to know the controls. Yeah, I know this. What button do I push? Okay, A. And then Y? Yeah. So it's basically a rhythm game of all this. Okay.
When the killer
Now we've
broke
gotta
the bathroom doorknob,
beat him in a
they didn't
rhythm
use
game.
anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
You know, because that's how trials work in real life. Before you can convict them, if they say there's no evidence, you gotta play Dance Dance Revolution.
I refuse to acknowledge you!
You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie.
Oh, I'm really bad at
Shut
this.
up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
Oh, I'm bad at this.
You lie. Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Hey. Yeah, 96 mono coins.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
So, how do you guys feel about Leon being the killer? Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the heck is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So,
So that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Yeah, his aesthetic is pretty good. But he did kill someone. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. I'm not saying he deserves death, because he did kill her in self-defense, but that's just how it works at Hope's Peak. Yeah. Oh yeah, he did have a choice. He could have ran away. That is true. Never mind. Yeah, he did have a choice. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
Yeah, I can't do her screaming or yelling. It's my voice can't. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. Really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. I can't do a yelling voice. Because my throat already kind of hurts from doing all the voices. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough. I can't read. Strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Blackened, Leon Kuwata, will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How, exactly, was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. Oh, Makoto's angry. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. If it weren't for you, this would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that I can't read. I can't read, oh my goodness. That perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
I've prepared a very special punishment for Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Here it comes.
No!
what we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on? I forget what I did to my Coco voice. I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, F you. Why the heck are you doing all this evil crap to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense out of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying I can't read quite fit together. Shit, you piece of crap. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound you into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened? Happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before this class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all of this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I could never do that. Yeah, she is kinda sus, but at the same time, that's just kind of the way she talks. She's very suspicious all the time. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... Oh, he's gonna say it. Yep, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. So, what do you guys think of the game so far? We're on to chapter 2. Hey, we got his bat! Yay! We got a free bat! Oh, I got the achievement 1 is the loneliest number. What do I need to do? Oh, okay. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, Are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jeez. That's effed up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened. I just realized that Mondo's eyes are like kind of pink. That's cool. I always thought they were like gray, but they look kind of pink.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Wait, so you're just okay. Why don't you think Junko dies? Is it just because you've seen a lot of cosplay of her? Because I've seen a lot of cosplay of the first character who dies in V3. Yeah, how would she survive that? You can see the spear coming out of her back. Makoto? Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone, just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody'll have a reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean? I can't get a Hifumi voice down. The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does... Oh, I keep messing up my Byakuya voice. Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
Oh wait, no. I keep almost saying voice lines that are being read out.
What?
No, wait, did he read that? I'm so tired. I can't hear.
I can't take it.
I don't want to live, if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame onto yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. They're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point. Oh, and
I skipped part of it.
other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions.
Monokuma, now is not the time for bear puns.
Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that? Oh, I can't read. Oh my goodness. What was that about just now? You're right, it's always time for bear puns. Was he saying it's our fault for what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of crap. Who does he think he is? And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates. Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. Why would you search it up? You're gonna spoil the game for yourself. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear. But Monokuma... You figure out in the game! It tells you later on! But Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So?
Why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have time? You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay. So then. I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
you guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd showed up. But, a new world?
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about
That
that.
seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look!
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving! Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. So now we get to explore! Don't you love exploring? A school? The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. There's another bathroom! No way. Who could have seen this coming? Okay, so there's the gate to the next one. Oh wait, I have a map. My brain didn't work. Library door. Yeah. I'm not trying to... Can I read this letter? I don't want it there. The shelf is covered with dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? He's going to Smash! Makoto Naegi is in Smash now. This is confirming it. Hope's Peak Academy?
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission. Makoto. You can read that. You're getting invited to Smash Bros. Come on.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. Yeah. Most likely. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history, for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, with serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. I'm tired, okay? For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It
would seem Hope's Peak Academy had stopped functioning as a school, and judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely. The mastermind took over the abandoned... I can't read, oh my goodness. The abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked up stuff... I can't read, oh my goodness. I looked stuff up online about the school. I never saw anything about this.
So, in other words...
That must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However...
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding this school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution. It's true. But then... Oh wait. But then what about this other part? The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing... I can't read, oh my goodness. Forcing our closure have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. It's because Hifumi wrote a really controversial fanfic, that's why. Obviously. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
No.
The two events are in fact connected. Uncovering that connection would be a useful clue, on top of... on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. We can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here. Will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... Okay, so I can't leave. There's more to look at. Oh, there's the computer! It looks like a laptop. Laptop looks pretty old, and it's all covered in dust.
So...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see... I'm so tired. And see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. Yeah. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Well, if it's out of battery, that's basically the same as being broken in the current situation. Yeah. Because there's no way we could get a hold of a charger. Unless Monokuma just went, oh yeah, here, have a free laptop charger, don't worry about why. The whole thing is incredibly dusty. It looks like the library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As long as the school itself is... Oh, as nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. What's behind this door? It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there were stacks of old books and files. Oh yeah, this is chapter 2! Now I remember what goes on here. Oh! Also saying what goes on here, I mean in chapter 2. Nothing important happens in the library, but... Oh! This is, like, one of my favorite cases. I can't imagine what business he would have in there. That's true. I don't really have any reason to check it out. Okay. So next, this is just a classroom, right? Oh wait, is this the one that I'm... No, I think that's 3rd floor. Yeah. I don't know. I can't say anything about that because it, if I were to say anything about that, I would spoil the game. Okay, another classroom. I don't think... Unless this is the important one, I don't think I need to check this. Okay, it's not. The baby is sleeping, please be quiet, that's funny. Okay, I'm really bad at navigation. Pool. I forgot the pool existed, or I forgot it was on the 2nd floor. Hey, a gun! Oh, Makoto! Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool! Pool, pool, pool! You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
Okay.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. Why would we need something like that here? Behind this door is the locker room?
Yeah!
Oh, and I guess you need your... And I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker room. Really?
Of course!
Really, really? If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for girls. And that's the bottom line.
But...
Well, what if someone opens the door and someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See? There's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be all, I can't do onomatopoeia, especially in a Monokuma voice. Gun noises. There we go.
Just a second.
I bet it'd really hurt if you got shot by that thing. Yeah, it's a gun! Hina. I get that your nickname from Toko is Idiot Swimmer Girl, but like... No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens? I already forgot how I did my Celeste voice. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girls' locker room, would it not? What? That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound?
I got it!
Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There! So now no one can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
Is that okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using their handbook.
So,
But you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course!
It's cause all you teen... Monokuma, why are you this way? It's cause all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you'd try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Monokuma, why are you this way? Then, in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself.
Yes.
I don't care about what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
Just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya later!
Okay, so the new regulation is in place. See ya! Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it.
Celeste, Chihiro, you wanna come with me?
As for me,
There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm sorry.
I'll pass this time. Wait, no, never mind. I can't say anything. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea of what's on the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I'd better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible.
Listen to me!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new anything? That's not how English work.
Yes, indeed.
There's a library.
Okay.
And a pool. A freaking pool. And locker rooms filled with exercise equipment.
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down and listen!
The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like it.
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, and what about a frickin' way out of here? Find anything like that? Oh, well,
What?
there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no, not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You frickin' people.
What?
Who gives a crap if we have a pool now, or a warehouse, or whatever?
Stop fucking
We're still
around.
trapped in this... We're still trapped in this piece of crap school. We need to find a way out. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you frickin' loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation. And let everyone know if you discover something.
So then...
So, are we done for today?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the Mastermind's plan? To give us hope? Just to turn around and betray that hope? Oh, it's just the nighttime announcement.
As such, soon the door. Okay then.
We all promise not to leave our rooms during nighttime. Yeah, Mondo does have a temper. There is an event that happens soon, which shows you the extent of Mondo's temper a bit, and also kind of is really funny. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed. Yeah! Monokuma Theater, finally! Who cares that my friends are dead? I get Monokuma Theater! Mr. Monokuma! Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby that I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay. Not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college, where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. Oh, that's why there's the scissors and glue. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Yeah, this game is very self-aware and, like, very meta. And it gets more self-aware and more meta with every game.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day! Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before!
Thanks, Monokuma. He must be referring to yesterday. Yeah, that. But right now, I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Pff, who needs breakfast? No, before we go to breakfast, do you know where I want to go if the game allows me? I can't. Okay. Wait, before I go to breakfast, I need to do something real quick. I'll be right back. I think there's a free time event soon, so just in case there is, you might want to start figuring out who I should hang out with. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Wait, did I unmute? Okay. It is officially... breakfast. I almost said lunch, and then I almost said dinner. It's officially breakfast time. Good morning. Is everyone here? Is everyone here already? I almost said, is everyone okay? Nope. Still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya is no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I imagine he is trying to get the King of Tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient.
Let's see.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem, which is I am thirsty.
Hey, come on.
How the heck is that a problem? Ifumi, would you make me some tea? Huh? Milk tea, if you please.
Well...
Why me?
Let's see...
Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of a coffee shop I used to frequent. That's your reason?
This is fine.
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Oh,
Okay. Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Ifumi skulked his way into the kitchen. A few minutes later... Thank you for waiting. Ifumi reappeared with tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. You could have made some for the rest of us, you know.
there's no way to think about this in a common
See,
sense kind of way.
He is a simp. Yeah, he is. I emphatically decline. You're not my type at all. It's all about the law of causality. Basic instinct, act and react. Well then, if you don't mind. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand. Yeah, he only likes 2D. That's why I'm so confused on why he does become a simp.
Oh.
Wait. She cocked her head to the side. and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall.
What?
Hey, what are you doing, my little white rabbit? See, he is a sim. I hate this kind of tea. I don't understand.
Yes, indeed.
Imagine we are at a coffee shop. Just any normal, everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. Then they ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now further imagine that I replied, yes, I would like milk tea, please. True, the game is 2D, but he also declined someone. Like, he did also say that he wouldn't be interested in, I forget who he was talking about, but he did say he wouldn't be interested in someone because they're 3D, when referring to one of the characters here. So, I don't know. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup. Mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk I can't read. During the brewing process. If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I can't read. I went to all that trouble to make you that tea, and you wanted me to go even further? Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality? Well, we don't actually have a menu.
You little bitch!
She said the line, she said the thing. That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine.
Say what?
Okay, your little... Oh, Fumi, why do you... Okay, your little piggy will bring it out right now. Or bring it right out. I do so love coercion.
Huh?
You were like a totally different person just now.
Shit.
Yeah, crap, you really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open, and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But... bad news, everyone. There's a mystery afoot. Huh? What happened? It would seem that Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he... Oh, I know what happens next. But he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there.
I think
I'd like to think so, but I'm worried that something might have happened to him. What he meant by that, he didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what that might mean. It might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him.
Listen to me!
I can't read. I was just about to suggest the same thing.
What's your problem?
Stop trying to one-up everyone. Okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button till I get a response.
Well then.
Very well. Then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah, before it's, too late. Anyway, we just have to do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to check out the second floor of the school again. We gotta find Bakugan. My favorite character in the game, Bakugan Togami. Where is he? Everyone's favorite character, Bakugan. We gotta find him. Wait, where are the stairs? Over here. Oh, hey. It's going pretty good. How about you? I'm so bad at this. Navigation is not my strong suit. When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Oh no. Byakuya? Makoto, you're mispronouncing his name. It's Bakugan. Of all the things I'd imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
He's fishing.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, oh. Okay, so I've already seen this game. So... yeah.
Wait, no!
But... you don't need to... but still don't spoil anything. Because... I'm more streaming this for people who haven't seen the game yet. But... he's fishing! Who could have seen this coming? You haven't played through it yet? Ah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I already
super
know it.
worried. We've all been looking for you.
I already know what happens, but... oh well.
Who asked you to do that?
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another.
Yo!
Byakuya! So this is where you've been hiding. I can't yell, it's past midnight. Heck are you doing here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point.
Well...
What were you reading? A mystery novel?
Thank God you're here.
Oh, thanks for following.
Well...
Wait, so are you gonna use what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah. It's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, it's Banana. What's happened? Byakuya was fishing. That's what. He was fishing. Totally. I love this track. I think it's like Monokuma's tutoring or something. This one is so good. It's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, what?
Naturally.
If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring. Right. Oh! You know... now I remember why I compared him to another character. Okay. He does remind me of just a more calm version of another character in this game series. It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. His words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game.
Damn you!
What the heck you mean game? That's effed up. But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, which can have only one winner. That's all there is to it. He is right. It's a zero-sum game. Oh yeah, also, Hifumi is simping for, Celeste now. Huh?
Are you okay
It
with
is a
this?
part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game... She said the words! It's a game theory! In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, you sure? Cause you missed it, but she got, like, really angry. She called Hifumi a swine. Just because he made the wrong kind of tea. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
You mean, like, a kind of elimination match?
Actually,
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to this school life we have been subjected to here. In this case,
is that okay?
our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the Black End.
So in other words...
So this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat the others. That can't be what they had in mind. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game.
What?
But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose. Am I right?
Naturally.
Of course. You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Togami heir apparent. Or, I don't know if that's... It's just normal arrogance, isn't it?
Just a second.
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
Not possible.
I won't. It simply isn't possible.
You son of a bitch!
Who the F do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long.
Piece of shit!
I'm gonna kill you.
Don't make me repeat.
Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny, after all. A boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny, and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life and death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
That's enough.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Oh.
Well, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me?
No.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
It's because...
This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know. To kill your own friends is...
It's horrific.
It's horrific. Friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But...
But, you know...
What?
But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yes? If you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking around.
Mondo, you're, like, I get that Byakuya's bad, but, like, you can't just... Byakuya might kill you, Mondo, that's, you know... You can't just bother Mr. Rich Boy over here. You get off on bullying people that can't fight back? You wanna try that on me? So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's going to last?
Piece of shit!
Mondo, calm
What?
down. Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate you would waste your breath on such empty gibberish.
You son of a bitch!
That's it. You're dead.
Just a second.
Hold on. Just calm down.
Piece of shit!
I am calm. How is this calm? Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an I can't read. During an elimination game is... Well, frankly, it's a waste of time. And I hate wasting my time. Waste of time.
Not possible.
Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. And I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet.
Shit.
Quit talking like you're in a frickin' movie or something.
Goodbye.
All I'm saying is that, ultimately, you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. I feel like my Byakuya voice is somehow starting to slowly turn into the Celeste voice. Or at least whenever he's, like, in a lighter tone. Without a second glance back, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend.
But...
Was he serious about all that? He was, without a doubt.
Don't fuck with me.
Well, F him then.
Maybe.
But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our food? Hey, come on. You too, Toko?
Anyway.
Well, it's not like anyone would care even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that. You just think I don't think that. I mean, you just think you don't think that. I know some people like... I know some people like to play the victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Hey, Toko, wait! Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end without answering any questions. Everyone headed back to their rooms. Free time? Jeez, I'm tired already. But I don't have time to... Yeah! Free time! Yeah! I need to get myself going. Okay. I need to spend mono coins, but who are we gonna hang out with after I spend all my mono coins? Why do you want me to hang out with Celeste? Would you like to try your hand against the almighty Mono machine? Well, keep in mind, I probably want a gift for them. So we probably should hang out with someone who I get a gift for. Why do you already like Celeste so much? She already has a simp. And I think when you hang out with her, she just, like, insults you. I don't remember. Gotta lower the chance of getting a repeat item. Lucky. Yes. Why is Celeste your favorite? Lucky again. No, I'm gonna keep asking you questions. Because, I mean, why would you like Celeste? She just bullies Hifumi. What is that? Lucky. Ooh. If you say so. What? Oh, that doll is probably for Celeste. Ah, that's annoying. What is... That's a scarab. Imagine Valorant getting its own emotes. Wait. There was... I keep getting repeat items. Oh, a swimsuit. That's probably for, Hina. That's just Tom Nook's outfit. Oh, okay. So, one thing I will say, you can max out hanging out with people, and they'll give you an item if you hang out with them enough. I don't want to say what it is, because I don't know. But if you hang out with them enough, you, like, max out, and then you get an item from them. If you want me to. I got lucky. Come on, please, someone say someone other than Celeste. I don't hate her, she's just kind of annoying. I got a gun! I know who that's for. If I remember correctly. Oh, I think that salt is for Celeste. Actually. We're about to do a free time event. I just spent all the mono coins. Well, she bullies Hifumi. I don't like Hifumi either, but, like, she bullies Hifumi for no reason. Oh yeah, apparently I'm gonna be forced to max out Celeste. Wrong button. Because someone is simping. Okay, I'll talk to Sakura at least once. Because she's a nice character. But, not right now, because I said I'll hang out with Celeste. Sakura's a really nice character.
Did you need something?
Well, if it isn't the D-rank Makoto, is something the matter? Should I hang out with Celeste for a while? Sakura's the buff one. Well then, shall we have a bit of conversation? But don't misunderstand. I have no affection for you on a personal level. I spent some time with Celeste. Celeste and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Celeste a present? Yeah, sure. What's this? She might like that. Oh, okay, so that's probably for, like, Mondo, because he really likes being manly. My voice died for a second, oh my goodness. That's for Hina. I have no idea who would want a whip made of roses, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. This is probably for Hifumi. I think this is for Kyoko? I don't know. Interesting. The gods heard my prayer, and my wish has been granted. This is all because of my daily sympathy and compassion, is it not? Seeing Celeste so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy.
Let's see.
Say, Makoto, do you like Mahjong? I've never actually played. What? Makoto, how have you never... you know what? Okay.
Most unfortunate.
Is that so? A pity. I was hoping we might play together. Are you good at it?
Yes,
Good?
indeed.
No, I am not merely good. I once played a game of Russian roulette mahjong, and won. Russian roulette? It was a truly fierce contest, put on by a half-insane billionaire in the basement of his mansion. My opponents were a fierce old man and a silver-haired boy who had said to have the devil's own luck. We played with a modified rule set. I remember well the glass tiles we used. And you won?
Indeed.
I defeated them both at once. I will never forget the angry, twisted looks on their faces. The crowd that had been invited to watch became positively riotous. Nobody could believe I had won. That is one of my fonder memories. I'm really glad I didn't agree to play Mahjong with her. Celeste's report card has been updated based on your experience with her. Your maximum number of skill points has increased. Look at you go. I don't have any extra skills, but okay. Unable to comprehend Celeste's fearsome past, I went back to my room. I guess we'll talk to Sakura. Even though you probably want me to talk to Celeste again, I'm gonna talk to Sakura. Where is she? Okay. I didn't need to teleport, but oh well. I can almost feel the wind on my face. Should I talk to Sakura for a while? Yeah. I admire the almost greedy approach you take toward growing stronger. Now I'd like to begin training you in my family's secret techniques. Sakura introduced me to her family secrets. I feel like I've gotten a lot stronger. Sakura and I grew a little closer to it. I can't read, oh my goodness. Would you like to give Sakura a present? Yeah. Let's give her... what's the mineral water? No. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
What?
Are you sure I can have something so valuable? Makoto,
So then...
Since we've already talked so much, it's okay to talk a little more, right? Seeing Sakura so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. My post-training break is the most relaxing time of my day. The sensation of your muscles cooling down after heating up during a workout is the only true reward. No matter how many times I experience it, I never get tired of it. Do you exercise every morning, Sakura? Unless there are errands that I absolutely can't get out of. Yes, I always do my training. If I don't, I feel restless for the rest of the day. But I'm amazed you can do it every single day. Doesn't it get tough? I can't say I've ever seen it as tough. It's also that I can get stronger after all. And I have to keep on getting stronger, because my destiny is to fight. Your destiny is to fight? From the day I was born, I've been fighting. Heaven sent me to live as its champion. That's one heck of a legend. Sure is. My father was my master, and my every waking moment was spent with him learning to fight. As a child, I sparred with boxing champions, and hit the mat with wrestling gold medalists. I was no match for them when I first began, of course, but before long, they were no match for me. You mean you actually started beating people like that? I'd say my specialty is solid stand-up that transitions into grappling and a strong ground game. Essentially, it's a complete approach. Anything else just wouldn't make sense. You can only become the best by reaching the top of each discipline, then fusing them all together. Stand-up fighting, grappling, and a mixed strong ground game. That could only be... not Aikido, right? Because there's another character who's Aikido. Mixed martial arts? Okay, I got it right. You're basically a mixed martial arts fighter, right?
Of course.
That's right. It's the most effective real-world fighting style, which is why I chose it. I don't want to just be the best in competitions. I want to be the strongest human on Earth. I wouldn't bet against you, that's for sure. But aren't you already the best?
Well.
No, not yet. There's still someone I have to surpass. My voice is dying, oh my goodness. Really? Until I can beat him, I'll never become the strongest. You mean there's someone out there stronger than you? Maybe I'll tell you about it another time, if the opportunity presents itself. Sakura didn't make a sound as she left. I honestly can't believe there's someone out there stronger than Sakura. Even if they're real, can they really be human? Sakura's report card has been updated based on your experience with her. Your maximum number of skill points has increased. Hey, look at you go. I don't have any extra skills, but okay. I headed back to my room for a little while. It's night now, right? Yep. Okay.
As such, soon the door. Okay then.
Wait, Monokuma Theater? Come on. Another day gone. But even though today is over, this game definitely isn't. How long is this gonna keep going? Come on, Monokuma Theater. Monokuma Theater, come on. All the stress and anxiety kept me from falling asleep until late in the night. Come on. Yeah, Monokuma Theater. Whenever I spot a cute girl, I have a tendency to stare. I can't help it. I just gaze with intensity. The other day, I rode my bike to the train station.
I was in the bathroom, just looking at myself in the mirror.
Wow, Monokuma, thanks for telling us about how narcissistic you are. Woohoo.
Good morning, everyone!
Well, I guess I'd better head to the dining hall before anything else. Yeah, probably. Actually, no, I'm gonna save and go get some sleep. That did save, right? Okay. So,